Attaching a pergola ledger plate to a structure. This step, depending upon your preference, can be done prior to setting the height and location of the outside box beam, or it can be done after setting the height and location of the outside box beam. This step is for attached pergolas only, and every single kit is going to come with a cellular PVC trim board that's 1 by 12, so it'll be 3/4 inches thick and 11 1/4 inches tall. And as you can see over here on the side, that gives you ample room to set the height of your box beam and rafters in relation to the ledger plate. So it is important to note that the ledger plate itself is not a structural component. It doesn't stand on its own. If you are attaching this to a structure, you want to make sure that you have something sturdy behind it that you're fastening into. And because we don't know exactly what kind of structure you're attaching to, we will not provide the fasteners to attach to the house portion with your kit. If you are attaching to a wood frame structure, we really like the headlock screw by Fasten Master. This is a structural lag screw. It threads nicely through the holes of our rafter hanger, and when that attaches in, it really has quite a bit of heft to that fastener. So that rafter, as long as it bites into wood, won't be going anywhere. So if you have window headers, door headers, and or are able to line up your rafters with the studs of the house, that's great. You won't need anything behind this board. If that's not the case on your structure, you may want to have a 2 by 12 piece of lumber behind there. If you do cut into the siding, you want to make sure that you properly seal and flash that cut so that during an event of rain, you're not going to get water infiltration into the house. Okay, so assuming that you've determined the layout of your pergola, the height of your ledger plate, and you want to also determine that this ledger plate is square with the pergola posts and beams that are going to be set out opposite to it. So assuming that's all done, feel free to attach your ledger plate to your house or structure. And then for the layout of the rafter hangers, you want to make sure the outside box beam is square with the post and frame that's opposite to it. And the outside edges each get a 2 by 8 box beam. So it's this piece here. And that attaches to the rafter hanger with a screw called rafter hanger to rafter. And if you look in here, it's a number 2 square drive panhead screw. So that attaches the rafter to the hanger. Now to set the spacing of your inside rafters, okay, you're going to want to reference the CAD drawings provided with your kit to tell you how far apart these need to go. To set the height of the rafter hanger, there's a little trick I use. We take a piece of string and I clamp that to the top of the beam on this side, and I'll pull that string tight all the way over to the other side, where I'll also clamp that Once that string is taut on there, you have kind of a guide for the bottom of your rafter hangers as you space them out. So it just makes it a little bit easier to get them all right at the correct height. So once the rafter hanger spacing is determined and you've attached all your rafter hangers through the ledger plate into the structure, you're ready to move on to the next step.